I am here today talking with Michelle Fee, who's founder and CEO of Cruise Planners. And she is going to talk with us a little bit about how her team uses FBR and kind of what it means to be an award winner. So I just wanted to start, Michelle, and I don't know if you'll remember this. So I just looked up when the first time we surveyed with you, it was back in 2010.
Wow.
So it's been a while. So I do you remember if you got involved to be part of the awards or if you got involved to get the information
I,
back for your
I think we
operations
got
team?
involved, we definitely got involved for the information. There's
Okay.
no doubt.
Yeah.
But it's
So
always
you're
great to be an award winner.
Yes, yeah. Well, because we usually have the operations team comes in or the development team comes in wanting to make the award. So you guys have hit our awards list every year since you've surveyed. So tell me what it means to you guys to be a franchise business review franchise satisfaction award winner.
And you know what? These awards mean the most to us. And it's basically based on the fact that, they're from a survey of results from our franchise owner, and knowing that they're satisfied, that makes us know that we're doing something right. You guys give us that baseline of growth each year, and we keep our eye on it. And we want to make sure that, we continue to be in the award circle every year. You guys elicit that feedback, but we also have to make sure that we're listening and we're taking the feedback, and it helps us progress forward. So it means a lot to us to be an award winner.
That's awesome. And so can you tell us a little bit how when you get the results back, how does your team use it to either respond to it, or how do you share it within your internal teams or with your franchisees? And just kind of how are you using that data internally?
Yeah, it really helps us because it allows us to take a look at our business from the eyes of those franchisees. And, it allows us to say, where do we need to improve? And in our model, there's different levels. We've got that brand new agent who has just come on board this year, to those who have been with us, could be, throughout, I think we're celebrating our 27th year in business. So some people could have been with us for a long time. And, we have to make sure that, we're taking this feedback and look at it based on where that franchisee is in their, in their businesses. And then it allows us to make those improvements. And it also allows our agents to feel like they're very connected and empowered.
Yeah, I like that. And you guys are a pretty fast growing system. And so what we tend to see in our information is that when a system is growing quickly, sometimes the existing franchisees get a little bit of that older child syndrome, like, hey, they're just focused on the shiny new baby and not me. So
But our business too is based on, growth. So again, we need to make sure we're bringing new people in, but those agents that have been with us for 20 plus years, we got to make sure that their businesses continue to grow in the travel sector and not just worry about bringing people in. It's not sink or swim. It's bring you in and help you grow.
yeah. So let's talk about it. So we know cruise companies hard hit in this last year. So understanding how the pandemic impacted your business, did you guys make any changes to your marketing efforts or your strategy to bring new candidates to the brand?
Well, yes, we did. And obviously, like you said, we're in travel. And the fact that a cruise ship has not left a port since, mid-March 2020, nor has international travel. It's been non-existent, this year. We've been pretty hard hit. And, we're starting to feel that, little bit of encouragement that travel is going to make a comeback. But yeah, we had to look at it a little bit differently, because those brand new agents that are looking to buy into a franchise are thinking, well, maybe I should just wait a little bit before I decide to jump 2 feet in. So, although we did bring a substantial amount of them on, not the numbers we're normally bringing in, but, we brought them on and we said, use the year to learn the business, which helps because there's so much pent up demand. And when that pent up demand starts booking travel, you're going to be ready to do so. Where if you wait until that period of time, which we now know is about now, Now you have to learn the business and deal with the pent up demand. But we also looked within our industry because there's a lot of home-based travel agents that are with other companies that didn't fare as well as cruise planners. Like, we really worked hard to keep our entire home office team intact. So, and look within ourselves, which I know we'll talk about things that we've done throughout the pandemic differently than we had done any other year. But there are a lot of agents out there just looking for a new home. So we were also, trying to bring them on board as well.
I like that. So besides your own website and referrals from your existing agents or franchisees, where are your best lead sources? What's working the best for your team right now?
Again, within the travel sector, that was a great place for us to look. And there's places where, we can market ourselves out in the industry saying, here's things that we've done. Maybe your host shut down completely, or, maybe you're with a host that kind of decided to hibernate instead of attacking, at this point in time, these challenging time and being your partner. So we did look a lot within the industry, but, those home-based type places for us to market are exactly where we put ourselves, because it's those people that, are looking for the small, maybe lower cost franchises that are interested normally in
Yeah,
jumping
that
on
makes
board.
sense. That makes sense. So you guys are using our validation program and are really more about using your data to find additional candidates or to share with candidates that are looking at the brand. Can you talk about why you decided to do that, or how you're using it with candidates, or any feedback on just kind of the types of conversations you're having with people that find you through our site and through that data?
Yeah, you guys have, I think the fact that you really did give good information about who we are when we do get a prospect that calls us, we have a little bit of a higher closing ratio than most. Some of the others, it's a little bit more broad. Somebody looking for something in a certain sector will get sent, information about all of us, and then we get their name. And then, sometimes you call and it's not the right fit for the right prospect. But with you all, it seems that when we do get a lead, they are very qualified leads.
Good. Yeah, we're hoping that we're at least connecting you to the people. We hear a lot of that, tire kickers online, or they don't return calls. So that's good.
Right.
Yeah. So so you talked a little bit about the work that you guys did through this last year supporting your franchisees. Do you have a specific success story or something that you want to share of a change that you made, or something that you guys are doing with your franchisees within the network?
Yes. I think our favorite word this year was pivot, and then pivot, 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 and then pivot some more, because it just felt like we never knew when it was going to end. And the little finish line kept moving. And so we kept thinking, okay, we only have to deal with this for the next few months. And then the next few months moved into more months. And so our word this year, we claimed it, it's pivot. And so one of the things that we did, was Zoom events, virtual event series. And we called it Where to Next. Because what were people doing when they were home? They were dreaming, right? Where am I going to go to next? I'm a traveler. I can't wait to get my vaccine, so I'm ready to go. And so what we basically did was take a Zoom meeting and put it on steroids. And we decided that, our agents were doing it locally, maybe with a local business development manager from a cruise line or a tour company. But what we thought we would do is animate the entire process from the beginning to end. And we'd pick out maybe a popular destination, and then we'd work with some travel suppliers. It could be Alaska, it could be Europe, and then we bring some travel suppliers on board. We build, a presentation that included exclusive offers. Then we're able to invite their past guests. And then we did all the follow-up afterwards. So our agents, and anyone who knows who booked travel during this time period, there's been so many changes and cancellations that our agents have been just tied up doing that. And just so to drive new business in their door, we decided that we would do this Where to Next virtual event series. And our franchisees didn't have to do a thing. We did all of this for them. And then we know that this is something that is definitely one of those silver linings, that after the pandemic, we're absolutely going to continue to do this. We did one event to the Galapagos that we sold more in 10 days than we had sold in all of 2019 to that destination. Yet it captured audience. People were tired of maybe watching the Tiger King or whatever it is that they were watching on Netflix. So it gave them this place to go, this something to dream about or look forward to once the pandemic was over. That's been a huge success for us.
And keeps you guys top of mind too, just that.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we've been doing them. I think we've done 6 or 7 already, and they've all been successful. And so again, this is something we're going to carry on and post the pandemic.
Let's end the questioning with, how would you describe the culture of the brand, and how do you foster that culture both among your corporate team, but also too within your franchise community?
So we have a word, and our word is cruisitude. And we've actually trademarked it. And what it basically is we talked about that passion, about having a great attitude about life itself. And so we fostered that throughout all of those, throughout, our employees, which we don't call them employees, we call them team members. We have franchisees and even the leadership team. We all have to feel and have the cruisitude. And we just try to immerse that through everything we do. But again, a lot of our meetings could be in person, like I said, at these various bucket list destinations around the world. So, when you're traveling with people, you get to really know them personally. So it's not just, a major conference or some, boot camps that we have all over the country. It's fostering these relationships that, we know about their families and, their children and their children's children. And so we really get to know each other, and we've fostered such an incredible culture at Cruise Planners. And we're also called the Green Team because our color is green. It's a little unique, but we stand out. And so wherever we go, we make sure, and our agents do as well, that we're all in green, and you can tell who we are and where we came from. And we're totally different from everyone else in our industry.
I love it. Good. Well, we appreciate you talking about the work that we do with you each year. We know you guys are a big organization, so glad to be part of your feedback loop and how you check in with them. And congratulations again on being.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much.